Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again. My name is Brian, or also known as the Comfy Admin. We are going to pick up where the last video left off, which is now that ComfyUI has been installed through Stability Matrix, we are now going to jump right into using ComfyUI, and we're going to select a workflow using the Flux.2 Klein 9B model, specifically using the image to image, which is also editing or in painting. So let's jump right into it. So open up your browser. And then go to 127.0.0.1:8188. This is pretty much just directing your browser to look internally on this computer specifically. It's called your localhost or your loopback. And then the port is 8188. That's the specific communication port that ComfyUI uses to let other computers, access it. Then hit enter. Okay, this is the default workflow that comes up. This is from back with the SD 1.5 days, don't worry about it. Go straight to templates. We are going to go to image, model filter, go to Flux.2 Klein, and then here we go. Here's the image edit. We're using distilled because distilled is a improved version of the base enough that it's a little more fine-tuned for editing. Base is really good for what is base. People create fine tunes from it. You also create lores off it. The base works just fine. Distilled is usually just a little bit faster and a little bit more generation friendly. So we're going to select this. Now this comes up. This is going to show the different files that you're missing. And I realized that I moved my VAE file into it. And now it's coming up. So we are going to delete that really quick so we can pretend that that never happened. Let's do this again. There we go. Okay, this is what we want to see right here. So there's three different files you need. The base model itself, the text encoder, which helps it to interpret what you're writing, and then the VAE, which kind of helps brings everything together. There's a lot more technical definitions that we're just trying to get through this. If you don't have them already downloaded, feel free to click on this right here. Each one, it'll take it to your default downloads folder. I am using a fine tune from the distilled base, but for the sake of argument, we're just gonna pretend I'm using this because it's very similar. So download each one. Once you get it, you open up your downloads, and here they are right here. Okay, they're gonna go in specific folders. If you look right here, this tells you where they need to go. Okay, so you go to your root ComfyUI folder. Now, because we're using Stability Matrix, it's going to be a little different. I'll show you. Okay, so we'll move the VA first because it's really fast. I'm going to cut that, open up where my Stability Matrix installed to. The last video, I installed it to the root of my D drive. So here we are, open up Stability Matrix. Now you can go directly into packages, then ComfyUI, and then you're right there. But because we're probably going to use this same folder for other packages like Web UI, the Neo branch, I think models here is more of a universal location. It'll be available for use for any other installation we do within Stability Matrix. So we'll go to models. We're going to pretend this models is that models right there. So go to models, go down to VAE, paste it in there, go back, go to text encoders, and then we got this right there. Put that in. Okay, now here is the fine tune that I'm using. It's the V10, it's the true underscore V10. You can find that within Stability Matrix. If not, just use the base that you downloaded. Does the job just fine. Go back here, and these are what's called diffusion models. See right there, diffusion models. Now this one doesn't have an underscore. This one does. Shouldn't be a problem. If it is, just go and add it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we got this. Now, once you got everything in there, there's two ways you can tell the workflow, hey, I've got these files. Because right now, if you look at it, it's like, why don't you have anything? Come on. You have to refresh it. So you can either go back to your Stability Matrix and restart ComfyUI, or just press the R button. Boom, there you go. So now we go right here. It's there. Clip name, right there, VAE right there. Okay, we have all the models there in place. So now to go more in depth on using this, as you can see, the drop down's working the way it should for each one, as we just did. We are now going to select our first image to work on. I'm going to choose file to upload, and I'm going to go to the ones that I made. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go, right here. Okay, this is the background that I'm using for my YouTube channel. So I used AI to generate this. I used Gemini. You can tell because it has a little watermark right there. Now, if you click on this, no, normally you have to, oh yeah, because that was already there. But if you look right here, see how it says pixel space? That means nothing's there. Because I already put the model there before, that's how it shows up. So there's two ways you can do this. You can either restart ComfyUI, which is a pain and just a waste of time, or you can press the R button on your keyboard. Once it says updated, you then go back and bam, there it is. Okay, then you select that, that should change. Now, why isn't it showing the text encoder? Because it had the issue, but now it's working. So for some reason it didn't show up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're just going to re-add it, and it should show this time. So that gets rid of it. You then right click it, go to remove slot, and then drag the clip name. You can't do the whole, no, that doesn't work. You gotta do the clip name. See that little circle thingy? Left click, you drag, bring it over here. If the order really bugs you, you can delete them and re-add them, but this is just for the sake of time. This is what we're doing. Okay. Batch size. Now, I don't know why they hid it in here. It's stupid, because when you make edits, it doesn't always do it correctly. Or, yeah, and you have to go several. So what I like to do is I like to make it so I can see it. There we go. We can leave everything else. Oh, 8. Actually, okay, scheduler. For these steps, I like to do 8 steps. You can change that as well. You can, if you do too high, depending on the model using, it can overbake it and make it look weird, or under. You can also just drag that over. There we go. Let's see. Euler. See, now remember, the thing in Disability Matrix said Euler ancestral. So we'll do a quick little comparison. Why not? So now to go back to where we are, you can either press escape, and if that doesn't work, you can just go up here and click that. I've seen people struggle with that. It's confusing. Don't feel bad. Okay, clip name. Here we go. Bam. See? There we go. Batch size, steps. Amazing. Perfect. All right. So we are going to look right here. Okay. This is a fun little 8-bit force thing that I had Gemini generate for me. You can tell it says a little Gemini thing. So we'll do 2 things. We'll add a character, and then we'll see how easy it is to remove that watermark. Should be pretty easy, but you got to word it just right. So I'm going to do insert a, we're going to do this, insert Mario from the Super Mario Nintendo game into the image. Have him walking towards the camera. He is looking courageous. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Even though it uses an LLM, so it's really good with natural language, it still struggles with really bad or incorrect grammar, sentence structures. I mean, it's pretty forgiving, but for all those non-native English speakers, until you learn to how it works, like how you need to prompt it, easiest thing you can do is just pull up Copilot or Gemini and write in it, like, here, we'll do this real quick. I am
to edit an image inside ComfyUI using the Flux.2 Klein 9B model. I would like to insert an image of Mario into an existing image. What generate the prompt that I should use? I hope my typing's not too loud. I'll have to adjust the settings. All right. Let's keep it smart. Okay, do that. Gives you a little instruction. Okay. Holy crap. That's really going far. Okay. We'll go one without it, one without that, just the one that I did, and one right here. And let's do one batch size so it's faster. Maximize this. Okay. All right, when you think you have everything good, hit run. Now, for your generation times, the easiest thing to do is to click on console right there, and it shows you what's happening right here. See that? It's pretty cool. The other options, you have it in here. I can't remember how to put it back. Oh, console. There we go. Okay. See, this is the same thing. Literally the same thing. It shows you your speeds and everything else. But this is taking up space. We don't need it. Put it up here. Away. We're just going to do this. Now, as you can tell, there's a little status bar up here. There's other plugins you can do to add more color and do stuff, but we're just keeping stuff default by now. So it gives you an idea. See, 4.6 seconds an iteration. Well, seconds, yeah, per iteration. That's not bad. I've got a 5060 Ti 16 gig GPU powering this. So this is pretty in between. All right, there we go. Look at that. Heroic looking Mario. All right, now what we're going to do, I make sure this noise seed. So this noise seed, probably should have said it before. When people say they're seed hunting or just keep generating until you find a good seed, this noise is kind of what these diffusion models use. They diffuse the noise to make it to render an image. So there's like a number attached to each generation, whatever it uses. I'm sure there's a far better technical term. Don't know, I'm speaking out of my ass, so just whatever. But I want to make sure it's set to random. Otherwise, what'll happen is control generate. Yeah, why didn't? That's supposed to be. Okay, it is set to. Is it already set to random? What, really? Oh, that's boring. Typically, it gives you an option to do fixed. So like if you find a good seed that you like, you can hit fixed, and it won't totally change it again. It'll keep roughly the exact same image if you want to like start working on his hat or something, right? You get the one you like. Or let's say he had a really dumb pose. You would keep changing the seed until you get the one you want, or you just keep hitting generate, generate, generate. If you have a batch size, it does 4 different variations on that same noise seed, or 2, or whatever. That's why I like batch size, but it takes more time. So we're just trying to do this for speed's sake. I've already taken a long time, so I'm just gonna go with this. All right, so now we're gonna do the prompt from Copilot. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Now the first time it loads, it's going to take a lot longer. The second time, as you can tell, it's already going to the iterations. It's going to be a lot faster, and it's going to continue to be faster. It's not going to go faster every single time, but the first loading time is always slower. You just deal with it. If you're going to do a bunch of batches, always have your batch size be 1, your first generation, because that's what the computer needs to just load the model and keep it into the VRAM. Because if you do a massive batch, it's going to take forever and you may not even like it. So just do one batch, then once it's loaded, go and do others and you're fine.
for your VRAM. You open up Task Manager, go to Performance, scroll down to GPU. See right here's my 5060 Ti, dedicated memory, dedicated GPU memory. Okay, so it's using 10.7. Everything is cached for the most part. If it's not on GPU, then it's going to be in the RAM. But we're doing good here. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh. Getting a text. All right, so let's we're gonna go to look at the images. If you go to your ComfyUI, install instability matrix packages, ComfyUI, go to output. Here we go. So this was the first one. See how it's like wicked pixelated and everything. So I think it just kept that theme. Oh no, this is it. Oh, detailed image. Maintain style composition. It seems like just the way that it worded, it was just blending it more to have it be sharper, and it kept, because the wording, it kept it almost to scale. Now I could have added different words to have it be scale. As you can tell, Mario looks like he's taking the big shroom. So that's kind of right there. Now we will do an edit real quick. So now we got that. Oh no, that was an edit. So now if you want to keep this image, you like it, and we're going to bring it over, you can't just drag it over because it's tied to the node. You right click, you go to copy clip space. If you don't do that, and if you just do Control C and then you paste it, it does the node. See, it doesn't work. So you have to right click, left click on it, right click, copies clip space, left click, right click, paste, bam, there she goes. Okay, now we're gonna try and move that little watermark right there. I'm gonna see what we need to do. So remove this, remove the gray colored star icon in the bottom right of the image. I have literally never done this before, so this is going to be interesting to see if it works. Now that the model's loaded, I am just going to accept life that even though this is really advanced, it is still flawed. So I'm going to do multiple batches so I can pick and choose, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You either get lucky and it knows and it does it, and all four look the same, or you'll have an issue where it struggles with it. So each one is a little different. Sometimes I've had to generate like 30, 40 different images just to find the one specific one that I wanted. Don't feel bad. It happens to everybody. So, okay, we're going to hit run. What's this? Custom Nodes Manager. Oh. Wait, what happened to my comfy? Oh, okay, so that ComfyUI manager, I forgot. It was since it was pulling from my existing Comfy. Wow, I'm special. We need to install. So this is the built-in one. While we got some time to kill while it's generating. See, oh, real quick. So when I was generating just one image, you see it was like 4 seconds, give or take, 4 point some. Now it's 10. That's going to happen when you add more to your batch. You accept it. If you're doing video, you make the video longer, or you increase the resolution on anything. It's going to take longer. There's nothing you can do about it. Even with a really beefy card, there's always going to be an increase in time. You just live with it. You make your peace. So let's go for ComfyUI manager. Where is it? Do we have to? ComfyUI manager. Here we go. Okay. We are going to hit install. As you can tell, got some time to kill. I don't want to apply because it's going to restart, and I don't want it to restart. So I'm just going to get out of this. I'm going to leave it there because when I'm ready, then I'll do that. Okay, still doing its thing. I don't need this anymore. So yeah, you know what? We'll leave it there just in case. Oh yeah, if you accidentally clicked out of that beginning thing when you loaded the workflow and said you're missing these models, click that. If you ever accidentally click out of that, you just go back here. It literally does the exact same thing. Just let it roll. There's other tricks and stuff too, but we're trying to keep it simple-ish for now. All right, come on, Mario. What you got? What you got? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, it got rid of it immediately. Okay, so it must not have struggled with it. Otherwise you would see like weird variations where the watermark was. But because it wasn't something it struggled with, all 4 images look legitimately the same. That actually makes you very happy. So now I'm gonna right click, copy in clip space, paste in clip space. Now we are going to do have Princess Zelda from Nintendo game Legend of Zelda walking next to Mario. She is taller than him. Now, sometimes if you add too many things, like the Nintendo game Legend of Zelda, it can get confused thinking you want to add that, and you'll see some random stuff from it. So we're going to see how it goes, because if I just do Princess Zelda, it may or may not know. It's kind of fun part of it. We'll go to run. Okay, that's going to load. So I guess while we're waiting here, all these Hugging Face repos that have all these files that they download, if you ever want to see what they look like and like maybe bookmark them or whatever, if you hover over a link, you right click it, you go to copy link, you go in a new tab, you paste it, and then you can see it. Okay, so that's what that is. So if I hit enter, it takes me directly to their repo. If you go to files and versions, oh, hey, I had this with somebody else before. You can't download from Hugging Face directly if you're not signed in. It's really easy. The verification is like, we have sent a code to your email, please enter that in, or you click a link to verify. Well, it's something really stupid. But once you do it, and then you click on agree or apply, it will let you download. Until then, you have to download directly in here. But like I told the other person, this is literally the main hub for this entire world that you're wanting to play in. So just make your peace with it. Everybody uses it. I've got a page too that I'm using. See, so if you go here to an 80s Pwn Star, bam, right there. Here's my page right there. So just make your peace with it. It's not the end of the world. Yes, that's my text notification. It's Navi from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Alright, so let's go back here. I need to get going for dinner. Okay, just 2 more steps. We can do it. After this, I'll stop and then keep going. I really hope this gives you guys enough of an idea of what this software can do. I didn't really have time to muck around and like have really bad grammar just to show you. I did something pretty easy. There's far more advanced stuff. I just wanted, because this is the first video ever on my channel, just taking it easy, nice and slow. We're gonna just ease our way into it, and then we can start having some more fun. So I'm gonna close this out. All right, come on, baby. Bam! Look at that. Okay. This it's not bad if you think about it, right?
Does it look exactly like her? This one looks the most. They got the ears right on all. You could argue that one may be elf ears, but that could be human ears. No, that's not what I want. So, if you click on an image and then click your left or right arrows, you can cycle. So what we could also do is the next video I'll make is we'll use a reference, and we'll download an image of Zelda, and we'll combine it. And I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy. But I really hope this gives you guys at least enough confidence to start dinking around. Don't feel intimidated about these files not being there. You know how to download them. I showed you where to go to copy them or to move them to the proper folder. Get some confidence about clicking or unpacking this subgraph, as they call it, and then being able to identify things, how to add different options to your little selectors when you get out of this. Not the most difficult stuff, but it's something that can trip people up. Oh, I forgot we were going to run Euler A. Curiosity's killing me. This is going to drive me nuts. I got to do it. Okay, we'll do one image. All right. Okay, this should be pretty quick because it's just one image. So what happens, you have ADHD. Sometimes you've got to see stuff done, or a little voice in your head just keeps nagging you forever. Now, I could use 4 steps. The difference, I don't know, probably be negligible. But I'm one of those guys where just because the lore says 4 steps doesn't mean I always want to do 4 steps, because you're already losing quality. It's bare and minimal, right? Because typically these models need 30, 20 plus, 20, 30, 40, 50 steps. So to cut down to 4 is like, holy moly, you're asking it to do a lot. So I'm going to give it a little more space to breathe. And I've just seen in the past where it's actually helped. So that's why I usually do a little more, but if you do too much, it actually ruins it. Here we go, 40 seconds, that's not bad. Look at that. I don't really see much of a difference between Euler A Ancestral and regular Euler. We'll see, we'll do some more. Anyways, I hope this has been helpful, guys and gals. Don't want to discriminate here. I hope this has been enjoyable and entertaining and educational. Since my first time doing this, I am very open to suggestions, to recommendations, anything. Please don't hesitate to critique or have questions, comments in the videos. You can also hit me up on Reddit. A lot of you guys saw me there. I'm happy to do stuff. This is going to be a fun journey. I'm actually really excited for this. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see y'all on the flip side.